Hello and welcome back for day 31, which is reflection. And I don't want to do a prompt, my book is already full. I would just like to use reflection as a way to go over this journal, talk about what I've done maybe off camera that you haven't seen. So let's just start at the start. So I've put on this bit of material because I only had the tie at the back. I only had done one tie at the back. So I've just put this bit of French upholstery scrap here to tie it together and cemented it down with a little bit of the Cluny lace that is in the rest of the journal. I also had a bit of fun with making a bit more three-dimensional. I found these little wood cuts of birds and thought I'd put them on the plant. I've got a plant and I have a little clock that says Paris, and that's one of my other travels. So yesterday I didn't really touch on the Paris trip, but it's very much a important part of my travels. I've been to Paris twice and just always something interesting happens there that is life-changing and gives me lots of memory. I have a little couple of magnets that I found. These were from a little card game or something. I found them in like a bag in a thrift shop, and I don't know if they're from a game. So these are little magnets, and I found a bag of them at the thrift shop. So I'm not exactly sure if they're a game or someone made them, but there were lots. There were some letters. There were all sorts of things, but I wanted to put a butterfly and a key to match this butterfly. So we started with resolutions, and I am glad to say finish things was one of my resolutions, and I finished the book. Excellent. And my word of the year, so visit nature. I've already been twice, so once up to visit my friend and once just yesterday. I just got back from going down to the beach with Huss. So that was something I have done, and I feel I'm well on the way to keep on going with my resolutions for the year. And one of the conversations I had when I went to visit my friend in Ballarat was about authenticity. Very much the word of the year for me, and having already been challenged by her to apply for a little art space in a art gallery and getting that space, I would say it really has thrown me into being very authentic. Anyway, all my prompts are so out of order, and I haven't even, I've written some of them, but in the later ones I haven't finished writing my diary, and I haven't finished writing which is which quote. So I'm just going to go through it. I'm not going to relate it. So here's a quote. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. And that quote is honestly linked into my authenticity for the year. If I have things that I'm hiding away and not showing the world, then I'm not truly bringing my gifts to the world. So having this little art gallery show is really important for me in that step of being clearer about my authenticity. So I've got a little tag, got the material of the teapot. We had French Earl Grey. I've made the little weeklies and teas. I've got my page that I might still come back and do something with, possibly. Let me just have a quick little doodle for 1 second just to see. Oh yes, so these gel pens are great. All right, so I'm not going to distract myself because this is reflection, so I'm reflecting on my process, and I will come back and do that after. I made my lovely little tea tags with books and with this that I'm building with my daughter. So we got a third of the way through in 4 hours. So we've still got probably another 2 sittings to finish that. But that's great fun. I went into the city and I got some tea from this shop. And I've got this little vellum or tracing paper pocket that's gorgeous, inspired of course by Rachel from Roxy Creations. The flowers, butterflies throughout with the stitching. The wilderness from my time up at Ballarat when I made the collage. This is the book I'm still reading, My Venice, and I've put these little flower washi tapes throughout. A bit more fabric in a tag, so this reminds me of the tags I was making for the 52 tags with Handmade by Anne. Got my little tuck spots. There was a Rona Green print at the Ballarat when I went up there in the art gallery, and I just love some of her little cat people. A memory with the girls when they were so young. They're ones that she's 30 and she's 28 now, so that was quite the while ago. More collages. I still really love this one, the windows or the borders. I just love the fact that I can find an old watercolour that I've made in an art class or something like that and cut it up and repurpose it and use it again. You know, it's like it's really a reminder that we don't have to just have a bit of watercolour page just sitting off somewhere. We can reuse it and put it in. The lyrics won't let you down. The background, this reminds me of the upcoming print exhibition. I love little houses, little house stamps. Oh, and of course the little snippets with these beautiful bits of old tablecloth, the beautiful little bird stickers and the word peace and torn edges. I love collage work, so you know it works quite well. I was having a morning sunshine tea, and another little pocket, and that was a envelope that was adhered to there. More stamping, patterns, another tea bag over a teacup, another collage, but these were from a class I did last year, and they all have memories. And this was from leftovers from the print from when I was at uni printing. I've got the little tags, got the reminder of my first tomato, which is still green. It hasn't yellowed, it hasn't quite ripened up yet. I want to pick it, but it's like it's this big, but it's not quite red yet. We've got this tag and this tag, the grungy tag. I love it. I love those. The reminder of opposites, so the beautiful garden scene and growing your own food compared to places in the world that are at war. Very sad. And the children's voices. Now my inside back cover is a fold around. This is thick card, and I've got my little book that I made yesterday, my travel book. So we've got the flow, we've got a peeking out little face. Had a moment making a Venus flytrap from a children's book, so nature. So that was cute actually. In fact, this might fit in here a bit better. Just still a little bit more collage. Some beautiful printable by Artie Mays. A bit more of my prints from my virus exhibition. I just thought this woman was just letting these men know they were a bit rude. And here's another envelope with another diary entry. Got this tag that I made when I was making my little house tags over Christmas. And what I like about this is some of the words that jump out are change, speed, ability, tolerate. So I love that. And then we've got our sort of inside back cover with another bit of beautiful work by Artie Mays, geometric flower. And one of my favourite pages was just making this fun collage and printing it out and sticking it down. Oh, I loved it. So that's my 2024 Junk Journal January completed. I've obviously missed 1 or 2 days, so I feel like I did achieve a lot with this, and I'm really proud of myself about that, and great to see all the other people that have been doing it and some of their work on Instagram as well and YouTube. So that's it for me. Junk Journal January 2024, signing out. Hope you stick around and see some of the other videos I am making, and thank you for being here. Okay, bye for now.